Hello everybody. This video shows you the information about the digitalization in the German water sector, the impact of equipment, standards and stuff. My name is Rüdiger Heideweicht. I'm head of the Department Training and International Cooperation in DWA, the German Association for Water, Wastewater and Waste, based in Hennef, close to Bonn, in Germany. So let's go through the slides a little bit. What are the main topics? I will cover some facts about Germany, some innovations, IFAT, a big trade show, innovations IFAT comes together, DWA, DVGW, the other association, Drinking Water and Gas Association, open data from the EU, water utilities, university, what they do in digitalization, what are companies, some example of companies, and training, WorldSkills, water technology, and some further links. Okay, some facts about Germany. Water supply, 82 million inhabitants, 99% connected. So I don't want to read all these facts and figures, but you see that we spend 2 billion euro every year in the water supply area. In the wastewater and rainwater treatment area, we spend 4.5 billion euros per year. So we spent a double of that in that. In Germany, 255,000 people working in the water sector. That's quite a number. And in wastewater, 96% are connected. So we have roughly 10,000. Now it goes down to 9,100 wastewater treatment plants with a capacity of 152 million capacity. So these are the figures. So it's a pretty well-organized system in Germany, and we are proud to have that. But there are always things we have to improve. Innovations, some facts about innovations. Here you see some slides from a publication which came out 2014 or 2017. US has a lot of innovations, patents in the world. Japan has 20%, Germany, China 11, 10%, Korea, and so on. So there is a big amount of innovations in the water sector, and Germany is not doing that bad, I think. But now let's have a look in which areas they invest this money. 4% is in materials, 9% intelligent system components, 6% monitoring, 50% for stage of wastewater treatment plants. So micropollutants, how to get rid of the micropollutants, that's a big research going on in Germany. Also 4% in wastewater reuse, international activities in that. 8% phosphor recovery. We burn the sludge from wastewater treatment plants in Germany, most of it. And by the end of the century, end of this decade, sludge has to be incinerated in mono incineration plants, and the phosphor has to be recovered. And also some other research. So a lot of research, especially on the fourth stage of wastewater treatment. Yeah, IFAT, when it comes to innovations, IFAT is not far away. IFAT next year we have in Munich. With pandemic we couldn't do it, but now we are looking forward. We're gearing up for that. Also IO Expo in April next year in Shanghai. I think that's also some places to be. In Shanghai they have three areas of trade shows, and also in India and Johannesburg in Africa and Istanbul as well. So IFAT is a global player where you can see and touch the innovations of tomorrow. So words about DWA, and that's the same with our daughter association DVGW, which is a Drinking Water and Gas Supply Association located close to us in Bonn. We do more or less the same, but in different areas. So here you can see we have 10 main committees where we have 330 working groups with more than 2,000 voluntary experts. They meet 400 to 500 times a year, and they produced since 1957 about 18,000 pages. And if you put them together, it's 1.7 meters high. Last year we had 51 new standards or updated standards from last year. I'm head of the department training. When we have this, last year we had 50 standards like this, bunch of paper like this, and now we have to transfer it into the brain of the people. That means into seminars, conferences, workshops, courses, and so on. That's one of my job, together with my colleagues in the regional groups. And we have TSM, Technical Safety Management, where we check the companies, how they do, if they fulfill the job in a proper way. So that is a short, brief way what the technical scientific association like DWA and DVGWs are doing. Yeah, some standards about digital topics, IT security, critical infrastructure, that came out in 2017. That's together with the two associations. That's pretty successful in Germany, how to do audits, how to monitor that your system is fit for the future, that you don't get any cyber attacks in that. Another topic is BIM, Building Information Modeling, coming from UK and Scandinavian countries and America. And it's also introduced now into Germany a lot. First plants are built on that one, and we also develop a new standard, series of a new standard. It's M860. The first part is out already now, and the others 5 or 6 parts are coming in the next 2-3 years. So building information modeling is a big topic of the digitalization, and it will boost 3D modelings and also using virtual reality glasses and all these things. We come to that later on. Yeah, some standards which is also internationally widely used is wastewater treatment plant topic, design of wastewater treatment plants in hot and cold climate. That is translated into English. It's a research work about over 10 years. It cost about 10 million euro from the ministry, and we did know the translation into English, how to design wastewater treatment plant in hot and cold weather in the world. I think that is pretty unique in the world, and it's a DWA standard which could be used now also in other countries in the world. The other topic is over there, design of wastewater treatment plant. That's, I think that is the same one, sorry. Yep, I did it twice, sorry. Nevertheless, we go further on. Digital transformation. We develop a standard on that. That's quite a nice publication, because it's a small publication, but there are 31 brief introductions which is based on our internet, and this is a very good way of looking through the different parts of digitalization and good examples from the practice. The other one is 216, and also translated into English, is the energy checks for wastewater treatment plant. That is also quite often used in the world, and a lot of people buy that. Yeah, we have what we call WIC-Water Innovation Circle, together with DVGW as the other association, and these are the 5 topics for the future: resource recovery and waste management, response city management, water in the city of tomorrow, how we go on with that. That's a big topic. We just had a very extreme heavy rainfall in the area, just about 30 kilometers from here. 180 people died. A damage of 30 billion euro expected. 40,000 cars are broken. 7,000 houses are demolished. So this was a really severe catastrophe, I would say that. So that is climate change, in reality, but it hurts. Yeah, innovative management of water utilities, how to manage these in a different way. Ground and surface water management, agriculture versus water utilities, the conflict, who's taking the water. There's a lot of discussion going on. We have climate change, we have hot summer. This year we have a very wet summer, but this can change. And pathogens, substances, particles, we have corona now. We do a lot in corona monitoring. One of my colleagues, she's very engaged in this kind of monitoring system for the health, public health people. That will be, I think, also a big topic for the future. Okay, digitalization, this is our topic of this lecture. We put that down a little bit. On the right-hand side, you see Regelwerke, Bücher, books, and pictures and videos. That's what we know. On the other hand, you see 1981, the first computer came to Germany. 1996, We had the first website. I remember that I put wastewater in Google. At that time, it was not Google, it was something else. And we had 13 hits. That was all. Now we have much more. 2007, we got the smartphone. And now we are playing around with virtual reality, mixed reality. We have to get the jobs changed. We have a discussion on the curriculum for the workers, and we have a lot of discussion where we go in the next years. And you see on the left hand side, Moodle, Fox, Brainio, YouTube, eBooks. These are all the different digital new areas. Yeah, we opened a learning. We call it the Digital Learning Room this month. In DWA, you see me here with different glasses, HoloLens, virtual reality, VR glasses from Oculus, and posters with QR codes. We have Moodle. We're using Moodle now, different groups. We open different learning groups. So there's a lot of going on how to use digital tools in learning. Yeah, we come to open data, and from the Inspire. Inspire is an initiative from the European community. There's a very nice video in YouTube if somebody is interested in that. And we have a lot of geoportals. I wrote down here geoportal.de, geoportal North Rhine-Westphalia. So we have a lot of open data these days. That was 5 years back not the case. And so a lot of open data are coming up. And also Mein Pegel here, what you see, the app, I have it on my mobile phone. I can see any gauging station in Germany or in the Netherlands and see what the water level goes up and down. This is already a couple of years on the market. Also Nina is an emergency app. So if something happens, I get a message on my smartphone. So a lot of new and useful apps coming up and services coming up in geographical information systems and to inform the people. Yeah, what are the utilities doing here? You see the Emscher Genossenschaft, and they use BIM for planning a big pumping station on the river Emscher. And here you see one colleague from the Emscher and one of my staff, and we going with the HoloLens one. We're going into the pumping station. We see how it looks like before it was built. So the Emscher Genossenschaft is pretty advanced, and they're doing a lot of these kind of things now. And especially the HoloLens, the glasses, data glasses, they are, I think, quite good on that. The Wupperverband, another association, regional association here in close by, is doing a lot in geographical information systems. This is a database, what you can see on the website. I always recommend that because you find a lot of information about that river, and it's one of the good showcases how to make water catchment management for the public and show what's going on. Yeah, here's a treatment plant in Aachen. They're using one of our what we call QR codes on wastewater treatment plants. There's the boss and a newcomer who's in the school. And he used his mobile phone. He goes with mobile phone on the QR code. There's a learning information in and a quiz at the end. So you go different steps, about 17, 20 signs we produce with a lot of information. And that is introduced now to a number of wastewater treatment plants. Also in some other countries on behalf of GIZ, they also like that idea. And that's the first way of coming up with a learning system on a wastewater treatment plant. Open data, sensor web technology, we published in 2018, a small booklet. It's free of charge on our website with all the, because you're collecting many millions of data and what kind of format and how to upload that and how to use it. There's an international standardization going on, so we wrote something about this open web technology. Yeah, what are companies doing here? Just some examples. On the top left side is a colleague from Mitsubishi. He has a sensor in his hand. He puts it with a magnet on the pump, and it measures the frequency of the pump. And by this intelligent sensors, you can find out when the pump will break. And Mitsubishi is selling it now all over the world, and it's developed in Germany by Mitsubishi Germany. And I think now a lot of pumping companies are using these kind of frequency measurements. eBug is also a big leading company in CCTV camera. This is a well camera for a well. It's 360-degree camera. You have one on one side and on the other side, and it sticks it together, and then you have a very nice view of a well. Here on the left-hand side from the company of Festo, it's a virtual, you can go through a wastewater treatment plant and you have to fulfill some tasks. So that is also pretty good. And we have seen the first drones flying through wastewater treatment plants, and a lot of drones are used now over rivers to see what is going on, do the measurement, and these kind of things are also on the way now. Yeah, how we have to keep our stuff fit for the changes of tomorrow. TVET, Technical Vocational Educational Training, is one of my main topic, what I do since 30 years now, especially the four curricula for the environmental technicians, water supply, wastewater, recycling and waste management, and pipe sewers, and engineering technician. It's a 3 years education. If you want to know more about it, go to my YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, and you find a lot of information about why we're changing the curricula, how we change the curricula, because we have to make the people fit for the future. Especially young people, they have to learn it, all the new technology which is coming up, because the technology is changing rapidly. That's very important. Yeah, WorldSkills is coming up next year in Shanghai. That's an old slide here. 2022. It will be in Shanghai in October, and we're looking up for that as well. I will be there as well, and 17 countries showed interest. So that is a possibility to get a curriculum and learning in a global scale. I think we started in 2013 in Germany. Last 2 years ago, we have been to Kazan, and it will continue Shanghai 22, and then it goes to Lyon, and then we'll see where it goes next. Okay, what are the challenges of tomorrow in Germany? And first of all, new technology, automation, that is a big topic. 4-stage, ozone, active coal, microplastic, sewage sludge incineration, I talked about that, and the phosphor recovery. These are the new technology which come up. Of course, the old technology, we built a lot of plants in the 18th, 19th, and after 34 years as a renewable. Has to be done of that. Democracy, we are losing a lot of young people because birth rate in Germany was not that high. So 7% in the last 10 years, less workforce, and in the next year to come, it will be 25% less workforce. So that is a big problem. And if you don't get new stuff, then you start to invest more in digitalization. Then, of course, digitalization, BIM simulation, digital twins, remote control, sensors. This is coming up very strongly now. Climate change, of course, hot and stormwater, cybersecurity, attacks, blackout. These are topics we can, and of course, we get a lot of rules and regulations. We asked our members in 2017 what is the main problems you face, and they said it's security and training. And the main thing, of course, is train the trainer. I'm a trainer. I'm 35 this year. I think 35, 65 this year. And the old guys, they have to learn as well. And the youngsters come up with a smartphone and all the things. But we have to train the trainers that they can teach the young people to use the smartphone in a proper and systematic way. This is one of the main challenges in digitalization, at least in Germany. That is the reason we set up some website. I set up a website in YouTube. It's a channel. It's if you go to YouTube in China, of course, YouTube is not used. It's not allowed, but the rest of the world, I think, can see YouTube. And there's a lot of videos I put in there, what has to do with digitalization, with jobs, with 360-degree cameras. They're the first wastewater treatment plants from Germany with 360-degree. surrounding, you can have a look. We will put up to 10 plants in there. There's also a channel from DWA, so have a look also in that. And there's a H2O Skills website where we inform the community about the WorldSkills activities. I come to an end. The world needs more pumps, only pumps and wastewater treatment plants. Only 20% is treated in the world, so there's a big need to do more on that. And I hope you enjoyed that, and all the best. Bye-bye.